Hello. Today we're going to look at solving for x when x appears on both sides of the equation. Let's go. Our goal in this equation will be to get the 6x and the 3x on the same side. However, because we have a divided by y here, we don't start simply by subtracting the 3x. The first thing we want to do is deal with this y. And the way I would suggest to do it is multiply both sides of the equation by y to get it out of the denominator here. So when I multiply both sides by y, it cancels it on this side. And when I multiply this side by y, I'm going to distribute it into each term. So my new line looks like this, where I've distributed the y into both of my terms here, and multiplying it to this side has canceled my denominator. Okay, now my goal is to get all of my x's on one side of the equation and everything else on the other side. So to move my 3xy over to this side, it's added here. So I'm going to, that's right, subtract it from both sides. Now, on this side, I need to get rid of my 5. It is subtracted. So to get rid of it, I will, that's right, opposite operations, I will add it to both sides. And now comes the reason we did all of this. I got all of my x terms on one side of the equation so that I can factor an x out of each of these terms. So that looks like this, right? I factored the x out of 6x, leaving 6, factored the x out of negative 3xy, leaving minus 3y, and now I have x times this whole thing, which means I can divide this away to be left with x equals. And the less squished version of that is x equals negative 7y plus 5 over 6 minus 3y. And that's how we go from this equation with x on both sides of the equation and some division in our way to being able to solve for x. We get rid of the thing in the denominator. We make all the x terms show up on one side and all of the not x terms show up on the other side. We factor the x out of our two terms, and then we divide away everything that isn't x. All right, run this video again. Check out some of these other Algebra 1 and Algebra 2 videos. Leave in the comments any problems or subjects that you would like to see a video on. Consider subscribing to my channel so you know when I put out a new video. And as always, keep on mathing.